American Psycho, first a best-selling novel, then a cult classic film, and now a musical that you can catch on stage at Hobby Center.
You just saw a video of actress Chiara Trentalange, who plays Jean, the assistant to Patrick Bateman. This guy, whose lavish and charming personality is hiding all kinds of deadly secrets. Chiara joins us now with more on this pretty electrifying musical. Without giving away too much, Chiara, your character, you're the assistant, but you're kind of falling in love with him?
Yes,
is that fair to say?
Yes, that's definitely fair to say. We do see Jean sort of start to develop romantic feelings for Patrick throughout the show. And, you know, we get to see how she sort of handles that, him being who he is.
Who he is.
Which American Psycho, spoiler, there is an American Psycho in the play. That's the character. I want to ask you, Chiara, because this is such an interesting role. You know, to me, it doesn't seem like a typical role. What has been the mentally challenging parts that you have had to prepare for?
Yeah, honestly, it's such a fun role to play because it's not too far away from me. She's sort of like a very eager young woman coming up in New York City and trying to work her way up the corporate ladder. And she just happens to fall in love with her boss. But what I love about the role is that everyone else sort of exists on this heightened plane of, you know, consumerism and materialism and almost to a comedic sense, and Jean is like very grounded in her own reality, and she's very sort of pure and earnest, and so I loved playing with that contrast there.
Yeah, and in fact, of all the characters, because Brandon and I saw this show, loved it last weekend, your character, Jean, I would agree, is the most pure. Like, you're the grounded one when the rest of the characters are focused on Gucci and Prada, and Patrick is busy, I don't know, killing people. We should point out, your voice is incredible, Chiara. You are so talented. Your peers here on this stage, they are all just so sharp, so well-dressed, so beautiful.
Everyone's pretty.
Everyone's pretty in the
really
show.
Pretty.
Duncan Sheik, the great Duncan Sheik, wrote the music for this show.
Yeah.
Describe to us the rehearsal process for a show like this, because for many people who saw the film, you don't see American Psycho on film and then think, oh yeah, that would make a great musical.
Right, right. Yeah, the rehearsal process was really amazing. You know, with themes like this, the cast really had to bond very quickly. You know, there are some violent themes in the show, and so we had to sort of connect with each other and really trust each other very quickly. And yeah, the music by Duncan Sheik is just so electrifying. It's not what audiences would typically assume they're going to come and see in a musical theater piece. It's sort of more alternative, indie rock, and also some like electric dance music. So that was so fun to work with.
Yeah, that's a vibe to me. And people are running out of time. If they want to see it, guys, it only goes through September 14th. That is this Sunday. So that's when the shows are running now through Sunday. How do you think the Houston audiences have received you so far? Can you tell when you're on stage?
Oh, yes, you could definitely tell. And it's been so much fun. I mean, to finally get the audiences in last week and to hear all the laughter. It's actually such a funny show. The writing is so genius, and so it's been great to hear that feedback from the audience. And we've also had a few talkbacks after the show, so just to hear how the audience is responding and really critically thinking after the performances has been great.
Well, and what a talent to be able to take some pretty hardcore subject matter like death and turn it into a very thought-provoking and entertaining show. This is not a touring show. This show, I mean, you came here from New York City, and your cast mates came from all over the place to stage this production. Can you talk about Houston Broadway Theater?
Yeah, Houston Broadway Theater, it's pretty new and on the rise. I mean, I think it was created about 2 years ago. Last year they did Next to Normal. They really do these incredible sort of innovative productions that you can't really see anywhere else, you know? And they put a lot of work and a lot of effort into bringing this show to life again, because it opened in 2013 on Broadway, but they really, Duncan and the book writer Roberto really wanted to give it new life and, you know, breathe a new world into it.
And we are so lucky that right here in Houston, we have access to this type of theater, to your talent, your caliber of talent. You don't have to go to New York City, you don't have to go to Broadway or off Broadway to see a show like this. Tessa, I think you and Travis would like this. And there's something irresistible. There's something irresistible about all of the characters, including Patrick Bateman, the killer.
He's hot, right? He's hot, right?
Right. Yes, of course. I mean, like we said, everyone in the cast is absolutely stunning. It's a fantastic production and absolutely like Broadway quality performances.
Derek's not going to recommend anything he doesn't absolutely love, but I wanted to ask you, but we're running out of time, but do you have any like pre-show rituals, or does the cast do anything to maybe get ready to deliver this kind of entertainment?
You use an exfoliating cream like Patrick does.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's what we do every day. Sometimes, actually, at 5 Minutes to Places, we'll do what we like to call a lit call, which means that we all sort of get lit up together and we sort of bring each other together and pump each other up and do a, you know, a chant.
A lit call, Derek.
Yes.
We got to start doing that for this show.
You should. I highly recommend it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what, Chiara Trentalange, thank you so much. As I said, there are only a few days left to catch American Psycho. It's on stage right now, Zilka Hall at Hobby Center. I will text Travis as soon as I can.
Yeah, it runs through Sunday. Highly recommend. For a link to find tickets, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section. Chiara, we're glad you're in Houston for a few more days, and thanks so much for bringing such a cool show to the stage. We loved it.
Thank you. It's been so awesome to be here.